Hi guys, it's Professor Fernandez here, and today's lesson, or this particular video lesson, is going to be on keyword searches. Now you're probably wondering what that is, and a keyword search basically means that you are putting together almost like a word formula, a word, a string of words that is going to help you get the information you need a lot quicker than just writing a question in Google, which sometimes works, but this one is a little bit more efficient. This works really well with the databases of which you are required to use this semester, and it works really well for search engines as well, like for Google and for Bing. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use as a prompt a very faux assignment. So this is not a real assignment, but maybe you're doing a response essay on memory and the power of memory, right? So, how good memory is, how memory is not good, all those wonderful things. So, let's go ahead and try to put together a couple of keyword searches here. So, the first thing you want to understand and realize is um, that keyword searches is a little bit like playing Scrabble. um, or any word game that you would play on your phone, right? Um, Adding an S gets you more points. Um, Adding the word and gets you additional search engine results. So you want to make sure that you want to make a list of all the things that you're going to search for before you search, just to keep it organized. If I'm requiring you to do a research log for your project this semester, there is a section in your research log where you write down all the keywords you use to get to where you're going. Now, the reason why you want to write those down is that sometimes by changing one word or pairing a word with another word gets you a completely different result. So you want to keep that organized and keep track of those. Also, maybe you happen to write down the keywords but have forgotten where to find the information. If you know what keywords you use, you can backtrack and figure out where you were before. So it's almost like a bookkeeping system as well. So our our faux assignment is about the power of memory. So one of the things that you want to do is do like a nice word association. So memory, maybe forgetting, remembering. Maybe the thing about memory, there is memories, maybe fake memories. You want to keep your keywords to like a word or two, right? You don't want to do full sentences because full sentences will a a search engine or a research database will try to find every word. So say you say fake memories can be deceiving, right? It will search for the word fake. It will search for the word memories. It will search for the word can, be, and deceiving. Well, it will search for the correct the correct spelling of deceiving, but you get what I'm saying. It will search for each individual word, and you will get a lot of things that you don't want, right? So let's keep it very simple. So memory, forgetting, deceiving or fake memories, happy memories, sad memories, triggering, because sometimes memories can be triggering or trigger, right? Remember, this is like playing a word of Scrabble. So we have a good list here going, and you're probably thinking, well, that's all I can think about. Well, one good thing that we have here at Lone Star is our databases, and there's a really cool database called Credo Reference that has a fantastic tool that's very helpful. So let me show you how to get there. You're going to click here and go to the Lone Star College website. You're going to click Libraries. Since we're at Kingwood, I'd like to scroll down all the way to to the actual place. So let's see, Kingwood. This is for research guides, but it kind of takes you to the library already. And then you want to hit research databases. And from here, I'll go into literature because it is an English class. So there's a couple of things here that you might want to look at. I'm going to click reference and overviews, and I'm going to show you where Credo reference is, but I'm also going to show you where another database is that could be helpful. All right, so we have Credo reference that's right here that we're going to click on here in a minute to help us with our keyword search. If you are in my 1301, of course, there's going to be lots of research you're going to be doing. One of the places that you should be doing some research is the Academic Search Complete database. You'll probably also hear it referenced as EBSCO. EBSCO is the company that makes the Academic Search Complete database. You're going to want to click that to do research on your case or do research on your subject. It's a really great database. Don't be fooled that it's under literary criticism. It's a multidisciplinary database, so you can use this for many classes, like your history class or your sociology class. So it's not just English and it's not just literary criticism. So this is a good database to use, but I'm going to use Credo reference here because we're still doing keyword searches. So I want to make sure you understand one of the tools that you have at your disposal to help you with keyword search. So I'm going to click Credo reference. And if you have a library card, and you do have a library card, if you have your student ID, you can put it here. If you don't happen to have your student ID, it doesn't matter. You can actually click here and where it says My Lone Star username and password login. You'll click there, and the same credentials that you would use to log in to your D2L, just the same credentials you'll use here. You log in. And then Credo reference comes up. Credo reference is, think of it as an encyclopedia on steroids. There are millions is probably the wrong word, probably thousands of encyclopedias that are attached. They're very general encyclopedia. It's a very specific genre or subjects encyclopedias here. This is a really good database for a good primer or a good just background info. You don't understand what something means, this is probably where you want to go. So I'm going to type in the word memory here, right? Because this is what our fake assignment is about. So already we're getting some interesting things here. We have memory loss or amnesia, memory processes. So before we even hit anything here, I'm going to go back to my document and add memory loss and amnesia to the list, right, as for my keywords. So a lot more stuff here. And so what I'm going to do is hit memory, hit return on memory here. And what we have here is a lot of information. So remember I said that this is lots of encyclopedias, and not only general encyclopedia like the old school Encyclopedia Britannica, if you remember any of that, or if you have any knowledge of that at all. But it also has subject specific or topic specific, like this is about global health. So you'll have a leading article from an encyclopedia, specifically right here. This is from the Encyclopedia of Global Health, that gives you some information. Again, this is primer information, background information, just to get you up to speed. And then you have 17,000, almost 18,000 results here from just the word memory. So we haven't even funneled it down yet. We've just done a general look for memory, just to do keywords, right? So you have stuff from the Edinburgh International Encyclopedia of Psychoanalysis. You have the entry of memory from the Essentials of Philosophy and Ethics. You have Gale Encyclopedia of Nursing and Allied Health. So you have a lot of information here. You also have here on the side, and we'll talk about this later because this is really, really great to use. But on the right hand side, you also have even more resources that you can use, and stuff that's from ebooks that you can use, like Hunger of Memory, The Education of Richard Rodriguez. I've actually read this book. It's actually a pretty good book, so you may want to read it. And all these wonderful things, including things from other databases that we have, like Opposing Viewpoints. We have this information. Now, Opposing Viewpoints is a different type of database, and we can get into that later on in the semester. Okay, let's go up and use this. Now this is kind of spider webby. It's really is called a web. So you want to click on this to make it bigger. Or actually, no, click here, this box with the arrow, and it makes it bigger here. And so it has the big word memory here, and then other things that are associated with the word memory. And this is what I wanted to show you. This is what's so important about this database. Not only does it give you really great background on things, but it also helps you with keywords. So all of these words can help with adding keywords to here. So you can add hippocampus. If you don't know what that means, you can literally click on it and it'll tell you what it means. Memory processes, procedural memory, episodic memory. So it has all that there. And when you click on something, say like hippocampus, in case you don't know what that is, you can click on it. And not only will it kind of give you more words dealing with this, but if you click out, it changes, right? So we had memory, now we have hippocampus here, and it will talk to you more about hippocampus. So really great database to use here. But let's go back to our keywords. So we have some really good keywords here. And so from here, we can actually narrow stuff down. So maybe the fake assignment was talking about the power of memory and how important is memory when you're trying to recall things in murder cases, right? So specifically about the Adnan Syed and Hae-Min Lee case, correct? So we're doing a general look at memory and literally murder cases. So additional keywords you can have here is cases, maybe court cases, witness or witnesses, testimony, if I can spell it correctly, testimony. No, I cannot. That's okay. We will fix it here in a minute. Testimony, we have maybe victim. And so we have these great list of keywords. Now, these are keywords that you can actually start playing with. So if you recall our fake assignment, that about memory and how memory plays in court cases or plays in murder cases. So you might want to add a string of them together. So let's say for sure we'll have to put memory. Maybe we do court cases and witness, right? We want to do witness testimony or witness account, right? So what you want to do is you want your database to look for all of these. So you're going to put the word and between your search, right? Memory and court cases and witness or witnesses, right? So what this means is it will look for everything that has memory, every entry that has the word court cases, and every entry that has the word witnesses. And it will do it all together, right? And so the research results that you get at the top are the ones that will have all three of these things here, right? So you have all this, and maybe you want to do another string. Maybe you want to know about victim and testimony. Look at that, I figured it out. And murder, right? It will show us this string. It will show us all results that have these words in them. Maybe you have a phrase. Maybe you want to use something like fake memories or memory loss, right? And you want to use it with something like testimony. Let's go ahead and fix that there. Testimony or victim, right? So maybe you want to do memory loss. You'll want to do victim. And you'll want to do testimony. Well, you have a phrase here, right? You have two words. So you're gonna, let's go ahead and put the ends where we're gonna put them, right? We wanna look for memory loss and victim and testimony. But this is two phrases, just like court cases is two phrases, right? What you're gonna do is put quotation marks around them. And you're probably wondering what quotation marks will do. What quotation marks will do is that it will search that phrase, that exact phrase, and it will lump those two words together. So it's literally looking at this phrase as a word, as one thing to look for. So it'll look for the phrase memory loss and the word victim and the word testimony in the results, and we'll see what comes up, right? So you'll have all this, and this is what keyword searches do, which is why it's important you write down things. Because when you write down a list of possible keyword searches here, you can start putting these phrases, these search phrases together. All right, so there's other phrases that you can use. You can use but, you can use or, but for right now, I don't want to confuse you. We're just going to use the word and in our keyword search. But and or are other things you can use, but I'm not going to explain them in this particular video. I want it to be as simple as possible. We will get to that later on in the semester. So enjoy doing your keyword searches.